Right. So we just started. We're gonna commence with this transmission of spirit, which is energy, which is consciousness. Yes. Let's get this going on. Light up some spirit and some energy, and you actually need a lighter for that. Sorry guys, I guess I had the lighter. I thought I had the lighter. What you all right. It's like a prankster spirit. But let me start the energy first so we can connect to this. We have lights, we have camera, we have sound. Let me make sure we're on action. Okay, we're not listed yet. I'm glad I checked because I would have gone all night without that. All right, so now we're live. I thank you guys. I welcome you. I really would love to light this incense. Let me see if I have another lighter. Yeah, because we actually need the. I mean, not like need, but this is something that you do on the regular, you know. So let me do that, you guys. Let me get an extra lighter. It's right here. I got it. All right. Thank you for your patience. And we got this going on. We're going to be talking about angels. And some of those angels have fallen. So they're called, you know, by the guardians, fallen angels. And so, excuse me, we're realizing that it's something that's happening now, but started ancient days, long time ago from our point of view. Lighten this charcoal too. And one thing you'll realize on this journey, from this point of view, from the Christos, and that's what this is, it's not going to be a Bible point of view, but you'll realize that it's a spiritual topic. Nevertheless, we are talking about something that's from other worlds, but realize that we're multidimensional beings. So we are, you could say, spirits having a human experience, but that's not the full story. You're actually having many different experiences at the same time. And while maybe you are not aware of these other parts of you, those other parts most likely are aware of you. You could say, if they're higher dimensions, higher realities, then they for sure can see, just like you can look now and remember your past. You remember your past of this life, right? You remember? Well, some of these beings can remember you just like you can remember your past in this life. See what I'm saying? You're looking back on something you know and remember. Then there's other parts of you you don't have the memory. Something is blocking you from this memory, but it's there. It exists. And this ties into tonight to what we're talking about, these other worlds. Well, that's where angels are coming from, higher dimensional frequency bandwidths of our time matrix. And at this channel, we talk about consciousness and spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension and things like aliens and angels, which basically is the same thing, okay? You say angel, what we define that as, you would say, a multidimensional extraterrestrial extraterrestrial, outside your terrestrial, other worlds, other beings, which have their own, extraterrestrial consciousness and totally different DNA. And so these beings are real, man. Just, we're not coming from a religion point of view, but realize that there is this battle between good and evil, darkness and light. When you talk about aliens, it's a spiritual topic. And so realize that this huge distortion, man, with religion is that you're not going to be made aware of what's truly a fallen angel. And the Guardians teach us, you learn this through your own self, but through the knowledge, you realize that, man, this is a whole different ballgame than what you've been taught. And so you sort of have to understand the full 15-dimensional time matrix, or at least know, right, that it's made of different dimensions. That's the only way you can explain what an angel is. Otherwise, you just know, okay, there's a heaven, there's an earth, and a hell. And these beings come from heaven. Okay, you can say it like this if you want to, but realize there's absolutely a much more greater detail than that. And so realize there's more than one heaven, but we don't call it a heaven. We call it a dimension, another frequency bandwidth. Because this is a frequency bandwidth, and this is a different one at a different rate. And so it's two different locations, you could say, but not really. We don't say location. There is no time space. There is no physical things. It's all an illusion, a projection. Not like our virtual reality, not like the movie The Matrix exactly. Okay, that gives you an idea. But that's not exactly what it is, right? It's called a hologram. Okay, so the idea of virtual reality is something that's here and not real, but it is real because consciousness becomes part of it. You're in the hologram. Consciousness is what creates the hologram. Everything from a little speck of sand to a gigantic mountain, all of those are, you would say, created by consciousness. And everything is considered particle. Particle is a guardian term, okay? We talk about particle units which coalesce, come together to, like resonates with like, sameness, they resonate at the same speed. So we're resonating, homie. That's why you're here. It's not coincidence that you're here wanting to learn about those angels against the fallen angels. Chikiwa, from the Christos point of view. Thank you guys for coming on in. Let me say hi. And thank you for spending your Sunday with me. Chiwa. I know it's probably not the busiest time to do a live, but I still felt the energy. I said, hey, I miss you guys. It's been too long. And I'm just still getting over this fever blister, so excuse that, but it's not so horrible right now. Ancient University Divinity, yo, greetings, Holy One. Thank you for coming on in. We got Pixie Chick. Hooray, I made a live. Yes, you did. Something brought you here. Something aligned that. What's up? Thank you for being here, Holy One. David, what's up, Spiritual G's? You said it. Yeah. We got Happy Hour with Alicia. Hello, everyone. Now you're part of that. Chicas. Much respect to you guys and your spiritual journey. Let me put some of that incense. Some frankincense, specifically resins. Not no stick incense. Get rid of that stick incense, vatos. I mean, I love all, even the witches and Wiccans who are using stick incense. Stop using stick incense, honey. Machiwa. Makaya, Masutas. Better not burn nothing. Just don't burn anything if you only have stick incense. Machuas. Hey, did you know herbs? Many herbs can also be worked as incense. So if you don't have resins, then try to find some herbs or even woods like sandalwood. And there's elements, there's property, you would say energy, which you would say consciousness. There's consciousness in incense. You burn it, there's consciousness in everything, okay? But you burn the incense, you're releasing the consciousness into your aura field. You could diffuse it with essential oils the same way, get frankincense essential oil. And then you could even put that directly on your third eye if you wanted to. But it's mostly for this property of protection in your space. Because just talking about fallen angels and demons, realize, hey, we want this right here, right up in your aura, baby. What's up? And it's actually strong right now. Yeah, frankincense is burning good. Vatos, sanctify your space and your aura. You are a temple of divine light, are you not? Is this microphone's too far away? Hopefully that's better. Machiwa. This is a cosmic battle, okay? Angels versus fallen angels, which are not physical like us. They're a lot less. They're less physical than us, like ghost-like to us. And they're beings that, well, quite frankly, when you're less physical, all these ideas of our Marvel superheroes, where do you think these are coming from? You're going to be like superheroes, literally, that don't die. You're immortals. You can say, think about this. Isn't all of this like fantasy and science fiction actually leading you to, preparing you for these type of worlds that are magical, enchanted? You really got powers of the Force. You really are a Jedi. You really are a priest king, a magi king. You really are these, this is like the ideas, this is the energy from these worlds. Are all these problems with the Anunnaki? Well, they're coming from the higher worlds. All the good beings, higher beings, guardian angels, guardian archangels, guardian avatars, they're coming from higher realities. And they get here through stargates, the wormholes. They're bringing their consciousness down to our consciousness. Wow, that must suck for them. They know what they're getting themselves into. They know what's up. They signed a contract. Not to sell their soul or some distortion like that. No, they actually had to sign for permission for this high-level being, and it's considered an alien being, to have permission to come into your human family. So you got permission from your mother's soul and your father's soul. Now you come into their life at the right moment. It's called soul integration. Your soul is coming to incarnate into human DNA, a mixture of your DNA, the starseed DNA, and the human DNA. So it's going to be uncomfortable for a high-level being to be here. But that's what we've done. Because angels love you so much, they wanted to protect you, Vatos, from the fallen angels. Give you some options that the fallen ones won't give you. They're the ones trying to take your memory away, trying to take your powers away, disempower you, and make you a guilty, sinful, inferior human, something lowly creature. Now it's in your mind. You know how much women have to deal with the shit of male dominance and male power, male control. This is in their psyche. Well, this is a human thing. All women, men. You are dealing now that there's some powers controlling you, vatos. They're like not nice. And the Guardians talk about these beings and their races, and it wasn't mentioned in the first version of Voyagers 2. She even makes a note about that, and the whole book was a lot shorter. Voyagers 2. We're talking about our teacher Ashiana Dean, who's created this, who's brought this to the planet, and so that's our teacher Ashiana Dean. What's up, homies? I'm sure some of you have read her by now. Something there. What's going on? So yeah, this is the innerchristos knowledge, the freedom teachings from Ashiana Dean, and she goes by Ashiana, and you can find her information in Google. What's up? And if you join our crew, well, there's a join button. It's if you guys can't see the join button, look below in the description, because I put the join button there. Because Starman told me some people aren't finding the join button. Okay, it's right. It says join. Probably near my face, near my channel name. There should be a join button. I love you, holy ones. Please join. What's up? Let's keep this consciousness, spirit, energy going. I see some copal, and my benzoin is out of reach. I'll have to get my benzoin. But this is some white copal. I like gold copal too. But right now we got this white copal, which is very powerful. It's very excellent energies. I love it. And it also smells good. I like copal. I like a lot of the South American shamans use copal, okay? I was there and I noticed that. I was also in Machu Picchu in Peru, so that was freaking unbelievable, magical. I made a video about that. You might want to check it. It's one of my older videos. So I might just post that because that's from my old spiritual magical YouTube channel. I used to have a channel. So enjoy. What's up? Vato Locos in the house. More spiritual G's. What's up? Thank you for representing, Holy One. Much respect to you. I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I won't embarrass them if they don't want to. Machiva. I can't just assume. What's up? Like, I don't even know if the YouTube tells them that it's going to show up in public feed. Maybe they didn't want that to. Much respect, Holy One. Yeah. Now you get the diagram. You get my time matrix diagram, vatos. Download it today, Holmes. I'm sorry, I'm in a silly mood. But seriously, guys, you become a member for $5 even. $5. What can you get nowadays from $5? Even at Circle K, man, what can you get? I see everybody going to the dollar store because you can't get much for $5. But even the dollar stores sell stuff more than $1 because now, you know, you can't sell it for $1. They're always gonna find something under $1 or a couple dollars, right? Yeah, man. Cheap as a dollar store, Holmes. $5. It's worth it. Much respect. Thank you guys for being here. And this is about these alien beings, and some of them are good, you know, like our homies, the Lyrans. Some of them are from Sirius B, which is, you know, the planet mostly from the guardians, you would say, would be the indigo children are coming through there. But realize some of the Syrian races are aquatic. And so, same with the sister planet, because Sirius A has the dolphin people. They're going to want to be around land, and water. So, because they have feet, legs, they're part dolphin. Strange to see a dolphin with legs and feet, right? So, this is what the Anunnaki are. And they're on the Jehovians. The Jehovian Anunnaki, not all the other wannabe Anunnakis. They're just as, dark as the other Jehovians, but the Jehovians are pure blood, and much higher dimension, all the way up to 11. So these other Niburian ones are lower consciousness. But we have DNA templates. So, wow, we've got another Vato come in. Wow, you guys, what's up? Welcome, Angel. He must have used special lettering because his word isn't showing up. That's cool. How did you do that? Yeah, you guys. Oh, Shadow Hunter came an Archangel. What's up, Vato? Yeah. Yes, thank you for being a member, and thank you for supporting Christos Avatar, you guys. It just helps us, reach more people, and that's what this is. We would love to have the whole planet freaking, awaken, go through their ascension. That would create this singularity event in the planet. So, man, can you imagine? But every life cycle, like this giant life cycle, we're now through 950 billion years. I'm not saying humans, I'm saying all life of our time matrix. So we could keep on trucking, maybe. You could say this whole system, not Earth drama. I'm talking about the entire 15-dimensional thing. It could go to a couple trillion. Just like you can list how many years a star has, or approximate how many it has left before it goes supernova or whatever. So we're like, we got this. Some of the things we know already. What's going to happen? The guardians tell us. And then you realize you're part of the indigos. You're part of these star seeds. You're like part of these not the galactic one, but the universal. You would say these are called the Guardian Alliance. That's who we represent, you guys. We talk from the Guardian Alliance, not. Once again, I say not Galactic Federation. It's not like we are against them, but they're not following Law of One. And they're actually imposters trying to say they're guardians, pass off as guardians, but they're actually fallen angels. Tonight's topic. Realize that one of the main characteristics of fallen consciousness is trickery, is illusion. They exist in shadow. They're not revealing to you. They're not going to reveal. They're going to conquer you from being in shadow and secret in the dark. They're dark beings planning dark shit. So realize this is not even our freaking war. It came to our planet though. Now we're involved in it now. Victimized into it now. It was against our free will. But these races come and F with us. If you guys want to know the story or the history, is this happened a long time ago. The fallen angels got involved with this not recently. They got involved with this in the period called Atlantis, which is all a secrecy, guys. It's all conspiracy. It's all hidden. This is purposely hidden. You're not supposed to know about Atlantis. They can't keep all these indigo children from talking about them because they remember it. It's not like you can just wipe that off of everyone's DNA, because that's where we're getting it from. It's in our DNA, Holmes. You were in ancient Egypt. Excuse me. We were in Atlantis. We were in Lemuria. You had to have been. Why? Because we have strand 2 Lemurian DNA. So that means you were in Lemuria. You have a third strand, which is coming from who? The Atlanteans. They're in not only time periods that really did exist, they're actually races of beings, okay, other world beings that are in our DNA, our extraterrestrial, multidimensional DNA. Literally, that's what's up with the humans. We are multidimensional, extraterrestrial. Because we're mixed starseed beings, mixed earth seed beings. Some from Earth, some from not Earth. That's who we are. And that's what this angelic spiritual war is. This freaking Anunnaki first coming down to us in Atlantis, taking over our priestcraft, our guardian priests, and making them a dark one, from enlightenment to dark illumination, serving the dark illuminated ones, the ones in power nowadays. Same beings, right? You've heard of the dark illuminated ones. Pop stars don't tell you too. You say what's up to the Atlantean freaking power. It's Atlantean power, no freaking Roman Empire. It's a freaking Atlantean power. It didn't actually end. Same beings, same fallen angels who created the cataclysm to begin with. They're the ones that did it in our world in Tara. They got in power, then they used the planet's energies and the giant crystals they put down there the Guardians put it down there, but they took it over, right? So now they are in power and they weaponized it. Of course, you know, who else likes to weaponize things? Legitimate technologies. Now it's going to harm people or some shit. That's the kind of consciousness and power, dude. You didn't notice? We have wars and shit. Wow, that's horrific consciousness. To go murder people and shit. What the hell is kind of people what kind of consciousness is that shit? Right? We're in spiritual war, Vatos. You have representatives of wicked consciousness here. Remember, it's not our war, it's the Elohim war. Which is not Guardians. Yeah, it's the one in your Bible. It's not Guardians, holy ones. The Guardians are Elohai. The fallen Elohai, the ones who chose to fall, are called Elohim. Anu Elohim. Maybe you've heard them separately, Anu, and Elohim, but no, they're not separate. It's Anu Elohim. Because it's the Anu who acknowledge that they're part of the Elohai. They're 50% our family. You would say, you know, two different parents, because they're coming from half of the violet flame. So they're half blue flame, half violet flame. They're a very unique race as far as Guardians go, and they are considered, not Guardians, I mean founder races go. They're a founder race too, but in the 11th dimension. But they turn dark, so they're not called Guardians, but they're still a founder's race. These Anu Elohim created many races below them, including their little child race called the Anunnaki. The Anu Elohim created this Anunnaki, who down here are doing the Anu Elohim's will. So they're working through, the Jehovians have a master, have a lord. The Jehovian Anunnaki's lord is the Anu Elohim. That's the true wickedness that's in power. Realize how hierarchy works in darkness. You have the highest power, and that would be, the highest darkness, which would be the Anu Elohim. On that side. On this side, it's the reptilians and shit, and they're called the Omicron. And it's the Anu Elohim and the Omicron who started it all, gangsters. They are the top dog fallen angels. Omicron, dragon moths, they're called. That's where you get the draconian factions. Okay? Because they go on to create a race called Dracon. Dragon. Anu Elohim, the Omicron created Dracon. Draconian. Okay, that's where draconian word comes from. The Omicron creating a child race. So the Anu Elohim create the Anunnaki. The Omicron create the Omicron dragon moths create dragons. So you got dragons versus Anunnaki Vato on planet Earth. There's another competing faction called the Necromatons, but that's another video. Most of the action is happening between the Draconians and the Anunnaki. These are the main fallen angels. Two different types of races, you guys. You're going to have other bad, dark, alien races, of course, but when it comes to the Guardians' teachings and our history, these are the main ones messing with us. Like the major ones. Like in Star Trek, you have humans, and then you have a big faction called the Klingons, and you have a big faction called the Romulans. Well, same thing. We have the faction of humans and the faction of Anunnaki, the faction of reptilians. Mainly, you can have a bunch of little small planets and shit and aliens messing with us, but it's mainly these. But it's not exactly true, because these freaking Niburians are coming from the third faction. It's not actually called Necromaton as the faction. They're called Anu Draco races. Any race that is part Anunnaki, part Draconian. Anu Draco, Anunnaki, plus a reptilian. That creates a Anu Draco. So the Niburians are Anu Dracos. So they have bloodlines of both. So in their mind, they probably think they're superior because they got more than one race, more than one gangster. So yeah, it's like the children of these two races, but they're their own race. So there's three freaking forces, and these are called the beetle people, man. Beetle people. They're the Andromes. All those people in channeling Andromeda, they're channeling freaking beetle people, pretending to be whoever you need to be, honey. We ain't talking to no Andromedan that you're thinking of. It's some wicked beings just like these. Actually, I've heard Ashiana say that these races both fear, the Anunnaki and the reptilians both fear the Necromatons. So what does that say? So, but anyways, that's who's messing with us from Nibiru. Inky, Enlil, and Marduk are all Anu Dracos. They got both bloodlines, and they've been kicking our ass. And don't forget about Jehovian Anunnaki, though. They've also been. That's the real full bloods. They're called the full bloods, Ashiana, I haven't heard her say that. That's just me saying that. They're like the true bloods of Anunnaki. Then you got the little bitches, who want to be like Jehovah, but they're not. Anyways, because that's where all this arrogance and pride comes from, man. It comes from these races who are superior, already complexed. It's part of the fallen angelic attitude. That's a quality, a trademark of these beings. Hello. It's all about vampirism. It's vampirism at its finest. The greater you are at vampiring, the more power, the more higher up you are in that kingdoms. The more horrible you are, the greater master and king are you in the dark side. So think about that, The greatest criminal is going to be the one who's doing the most horrible shit and getting the most power from it. So then it becomes a competition in their world. In our world, we consider all life as equal in God. That's not an earth thing. It's not a new age thing because it's not an earth thing. It's a freaking universal thing, dude. If you go outside of our world and go into higher worlds, you will start realizing there's universal principles. The Guardians remind us of this universal sacred law of one. Law of one. Like a truism, like this is what all beings recognize as truth. That most beings, the majority of beings in the universe, are agreeing on the law of one. That's what we're trying to say. And we also tell you at the same time that you're God sovereign free. All of you, even if you're serving darkness, you're God sovereign free. And you can choose to go along with the law of one or not. Okay? The ones who are going along with the law of one in this spiritual war are the angels. The ones who are going against the law of one, which is against the Christos, that's anti-Christos, is these fallen angels who are saying, no, you're not all equal. There is our power, and you must serve and worship us. That's what they're doing, man. Posing, first of all, redefining God. That's their dogma and their teachings. They redefine what is really God. They know they used to be guardians. They fell from that. They want to go vampire now, and they want to be worshipped as gods. That's what that shit is all about, man. That's a whole fallen angel thing. Worship, subjugation. It's a patriarchy, sexist patriarchy. Worship, subservient, blind worship. Okay, that's dark shit. That's fallen angel, not good, not God. It's all God, though. It's a tricky one. Not light God, not the God of the original intention, the creator. Just say creator. Because the fallen beings are not, they're creations of the creator. Realize all are creator. Realize that there's fallen parts of creator because it's a hologram. We're in the hologram part of God. That doesn't encompass all of God. Not all of it's a hologram, only that creation called the 15-dimensional time matrix. That's what the Guardians call it. And there's more than one. At least 24, at least, because Ashiana talks about the 24 time matrices. I don't know if that was called the ultimate only. I'm sure there's more than that because I've seen the higher God worlds. They're actually more. There's more. I feel there's more. But you realize that we're just a microcosm of God, like out of the giant macrocosm. I mean, realize there's multiple microcosms who are also part of, like Mandelbrot said, like just divine sacred geometry. It's all perfect. Creation is absolutely perfect, but creation also, Creator created this system where it allowed distortion. To perfectness, wanted to. Somehow it explored its consciousness and decided that it wanted to experience distortion because this is a system that was created. This is a created system we're in right now. Something created this. God wanted to experience distortion. So that's what a 15-dimensional hologram. First of all, it's polarized, magnetized, electrified, electromagnetic, polarized. Okay? And it's densified. Densification. It starts with just pure consciousness and goes down in density form from less dense to more and more and more dense until you get to the lowest level where we are in 3D, and it's very dense. Yes. See, so you don't want to be less. You don't want to be dense, stiff. You know, you don't want to be hard. You don't want to be heavy. You know, you don't want to be. Come on, man. What is this? You know. You think of spirit, of a being that's floating and shit, because it's like a spirit, a ghost or something. Less of a body. They can float. You know, literally, you realize that there's energies that float. Haven't you seen some of them? Beloved ones, divine ones, you perceive these higher worlds because you're multidimensional. You're learning that through about your light body. You're learning about your auras, your levels of consciousness. You're learning about these Christos teachings, homie. Aren't you learning about, haven't you looked up Ashiana Dean, innerchristos? Or it's easier to remember Ashiana Dean, the freedom teachings, because it makes you free. Frees your consciousness from being stuck in the 3D if you apply the techniques and, transmute your consciousness to this realization. You feel it all in your chakra, your Templar, all of your timelines. You're in all of these places at once. Many of you that I connect to, many of myself. I connect to this part of myself, that part of myself, this part of myself. I'm bringing it together in a cohesive, you would say, united front with all of these pieces of myself, levels of myself. Bringing this transmission, bringing in the code, shining this light, bringing your strength, your convictions, because you've seen it. It's not just a faith, a hope, a maybe. No, it's the real deal. It's you realizing Christ, which the ancient ones called Christos. And we recognize the ancient teachings, so we say Christos. We recognize Christos within you. You are Christos. It's a consciousness. It's an energy. It's an awareness. Greater realities. You see, if you have not experienced divine beings yet, you will. You can. It's a possibility for everyone. It's your vibration, your consciousness, where you put it. And you guys, I am testimony. I'm not making nothing from Ashiana. I'm sure she's probably aware of me. I've even met her in person. I didn't personally talk to her but we were told not to. There was like 500 of us. But there was only like 40 of us. No, it wasn't even that many. Maybe it was about 30 or 40 people with Ashiana and Michael Dean. So it was only about 40 of us who went to the biosphere in Tucson, Arizona, which is where I lived. I had Ashiana in my hometown. In Tucson is small. And so it was so awesome to have her, a privilege to have her come to the biosphere, which is a special place for us in Tucson. And so, I'm not in Tucson now, but I have family there, and so and I've lived most of my life in Arizona, but now I'm racking up more years in Nevada because I used to live a big chunk of my life in Tucson. Las Vegas. So I was living separately. I didn't get to see my family that much, but it was a unique experience in my life. And I did I was a whole different person than I am now. But you know, we go through this journey, and thankfully I found this information, because there was a spiritual war in my life. I had some issues with anger. I didn't hurt no one. It's just for me, when I'm alone, I'm like, I would let anger get out of hand. And almost always for some stupid stuff that, like, now I realize I wouldn't allow something like that. Because this darkness and light thing, guys, that's a daily struggle for all of us. Realize, from the Guardian's point of view, we're not trying to bring you from just fear teachings. What we're doing is telling you the true reality. These Guardians are coming down to tell you this. Now they're down here with you. Hello. I love you. We love you. We're coming in for you. And so we bring in these teachings so you can learn how to escape this reincarnation, because reincarnation is not a good thing. To rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And the worst thing is, the ludicrous thing is, when you rinse and repeat, you're also forgetting everything you just learned in this life, in the previous life, in the previous. What? You don't remember those? Some of us do. What's up? And everyone can. It's not a special person. Everyone has this in your DNA. You're all Christed in your DNA. You just have to actually, literally, you have to learn how to activate it, because it's dormant in your DNA. The scientists even call it dormant. They call it the junk DNA. Look it up if you don't believe me. There's something called junk DNA, and they just know there's a lot of it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Honey, it's not junk. It's actually freaking sacred. It's part of your multidimensional consciousness, but it's in fragments. It's distorted. It's got to be just simply put into place, and that's what these teachings do. I always point, like I said, she doesn't know I'm doing this. Maybe she does, but I'm sending her people all the time. Go check out her work. You can even go to her website now, and she teaches free teaching. She has free techniques. It's not like she charges money for everything, but that's her business model. She's been successful. She had a divorce, an ugly divorce, and lost a lot of shit, but she's on her own. I respect that. Let's check my cigar. We're in this war. There's a spiritual war against the teachings, and I just know from my own personal, point of view, is that this has happened many times in our history. You can learn it from Voyagers. Read the Voyagers material. There's book 1, book 2. Some of the stuff about the Amenti is outdated. I just give that disclaimer. You'll find out that some people, you will realize that sphere of Amenti is no longer an option. The whole inner earth thing is not an option. So, just saying, there's still so much incredible value in this work. Okay, there's not just the sphere of Amenti, even though it's called the Amenti, the book of Amenti. It's actually the rest of the book is fantastic and unbelievable to awaken you, because I first saw Carrie Cassidy interview and I didn't understand what the hell. From like what's that called? Looking backwards, I have no idea why she would do that. Start off with a super advanced lecture. What in the world is that? That's so I don't know. I can't say, because she's speaker 1, right? So I don't see, obviously. I'm just giving my little side notes. That's all, guys. No judgment. I love her to death, and I love her very much. And it'll always be special that I met her in person, that I saw her in person. I wanted to say something to her. I almost did. I think, I don't know. I can't remember now, but I'm sure maybe she did, because we were walking really close a lot of times. And of course, she looked at me, and because it was kind of like we're all like walking inside these weird places in the biosphere, so beautiful place, and so it was so cool and interesting, but also we're all going around and touching all this shit. I'm like, what the? See, I didn't know then. What I know now is they were doing some grid work there. Something important about the energy of the biosphere. So that was so cool, man. We were going around touching stuff. That's all I can say is like, what the shit? I was like, what was that? 40 years old when that happened. So I was just like, you know, this is cool. I like this. This is different. But yeah, I was starting to work with crystals, and that's what really put me on a spiritual path. I just really helped change my energy, and I worked with amethyst crystal. That was one of my first cool crystals that I loved. I think that's an excellent beginner stone. Get one of those. Here's one. I have a little purple crystal sphere, crystal ball, amethyst crystal ball. Yes. I love amethyst, and I recommend that you work with either try to get like a crystal ball, try to get a wand, try to get a charm or a necklace. Hello. Wear crystals, you guys. Why do you think the royalty was wearing crystals? Well, they were valuable and beautiful, but also they had and I guess you could call their folklore, they were thought it had special properties, which they did. Things they don't understand, they would call folklore. And science that isn't understood yet is called, what's it called? Science fiction? Until you actually are flying in space like Star Wars and Star Trek. But we are. If you learn about the secret space program, it's already been happening. What's up? We're just being introduced. You would say we're in transition to the new world. You have to learn all these things in a fast period of time, and that's what's happening, guys. It's acceleration. This spiritual awakening, here we are talking about the spiritual war. It's a real deal, but everything is happening very quickly. So you got to keep pace. Don't be all stressed about it. You should be like conditioned, like an athlete, like a runner or something. You don't get tired. You just no problem, man. We're doing this, no problem. We're in it. We're in this transition. You're gonna learn a bunch of shit. You're going to learn about Antarctica. You're going to learn about other races and alien beings. You're going to learn that we were lied to and that there's a whole different timeline. There's a whole different history. There's a whole different, what the hell, technology that we haven't been able to use. We've been like little surface slaves. Surface, because there's more to Earth civilization than just this shit. And we have such limited minds. You guys forget how great our civilization really is? No, you've been put in this bubble and been put in this dark system, and now you're worshiping a dark god and literally practicing black magic and judging people and cursing people. Holy cow, look what kind of beings you turn into. You literally have fallen people, man. That's like the army. That's the consciousness of the fallen angels. I hate to tell you, we're talking about angels and fallen angels. Well, you are fallen angels. You're following fallen angels, not some holy god called Jehovah, which you learned earlier is an wicked Anunnaki being. Okay, they created the Anunnaki, and the Anunnaki created something called the Luciferian Covenant. Wow, nice beings. The reptilians created the Satanism. It's not an earth thing. It's a universal thing. Just like Christos is universal, so is these Satanisms and Luciferianism. So, of course, something in the universe can come to your planet. The Satanists came, the Luciferians came. They molded our history. Look who we're named after and shit. Look who you've been conquered. You're the ones following what your gods are giving you. Self-imposed gods. But you fell for it. Now you're worshiping these fallen angels, and they have these wicked principles that are dark, but people, are being pulled down from their freaking true power, man. And the interesting thing is, they get your permission. You have given them permission, man. You're in there taking their communion and doing their rituals. You're casting spells and cursing people to a lake of fire. You don't understand. You're a dark priest. You understand? Cursing people. You're cursing people to the lake of fire. You're a dark priest. You don't curse nothing to people. Are you kidding me? You don't judge people, damn people. That is darkness, Vato. You don't see fallen angel written all over there? A demon written right here. 666 maybe. Is that bad? What's up, homie? Why are you worshiping Inky? He's not even human looking. You say he's created the black people and the Latinos. I hear this more than once from more than one person, so what's up with that? Right? Like, who's teaching you this shit? Are you talking about Zachariah Ascension or some crap? Because that guy's was psyops, right? They're trying to create a new age religion out of that, right? Because we're in a spiritual war, guys. This is part of your spiritual awakening, to realize that we're in a war. And even if you don't want to, we just want to be peaceful and get along. But that we're going to evolve, transcend. Those of you who are ascending, you're going to transcend to a whole nother body, a whole nother history, a whole nother technology. This is like what the caveman primitive days. But we accept that. We accept this primitive. Because your consciousness is wondrous, truly magical. We teach this sacred knowledge and awareness, and I still get 3D people posting this shit. You see their vampiric energies. Wow. We got you down to a T, Vato. We're grateful you just exemplify the work. You just show that it's correct. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy One. For real. I'm not trying to be smart ass, but it's the real thing, man. Thank you for serving your purpose, I guess. Is that your purpose? Really? you aim higher, Vatos. Learn about all are God, all are one. It's called the universal law. What's up? It's not an earth thing. It's not a religion thing. It's not a dogma. So it's actually telling you, hey, you're God, sovereign, free. What's up? You're God, homie. Huh? People don't act like God down here because you're a distortion down here. But you're part of the all. You're part of the unity. We talk about unity consciousness. We talk about Christ consciousness, which is an energy consciousness people thing. You're a part of a specific DNA. All humans are. That's what the human DNA is. It's a 12-strand DNA, the diamond sun DNA. That's what you are, Vato. Yeah, you're in the human race. You're serving the blue sun, Elohai, emerald sun. Akai, yeah. Much respect to you. I love you. Yeah. We're rising. You feel it. Okay, this darkness is here. It's real. It's gonna attack. That's what it wants and needs is going to do. You can expect it. Okay, so there will be some type of spiritual war, like breakout into some serious paranormal, supernatural chikasne. Yep. And don't be led by fear, Holy One. Know that you're light. You're a priest of light. See, it's not an act. You have to know that you are. Be it. Be prepared for some truly dark shit. You have to know that you're God, man. Know that you are this light. And you know it unconditionally, no conditions. You just know it inside your soul, inside your oversoul, inside your avatar, inside your Hachiwa. We're representing light. Some of you may not. We don't judge you. Well, we don't condone what you do either. We're not going to practice your ways. We're practicing the light principle, law of one, all are equal, all are God. It's pretty simple when you think about it. But apparently not so simple for lots of people. All are God, homie. Life would be so much more beautiful and wonderful for everybody if you just got that. But no, you prefer anger and revenge and wrath and shit. Not peace and love and joy and equality. Blessed ones. Hey, I know some of you guys get this. I'm not speaking for you. You obviously know. You just know that I put these links on Instagram, so a lot of the people may not even stick around for a few seconds, right? Because that's how fast they are. They don't slow down. And that's very dangerous, because if you can't even meditate for a few seconds, what the heck? You are into some serious trouble. You're like being manipulated by some type of electromagnetic energies. What's going on in your consciousness? You're being some type of guided. You're able to be guided through technology, homie. You're in the technology. You're going to be guided through it. You're going to be administered. You better believe there's some fine print where you gave permission. You're getting permission. They even ask you to check the box. Yes, I checked. I confirmed. I checked the box. Enter. Okay, you gave permission. Thank you. They'll say they have no idea. Well, some people do. What's up, homie? I see your shit. Transmute. Demon, fallen angel, archangel. You know, they're not very nice beings, you guys. They're pretty wicked. No wonder they're called demons. You know, pitch black souls. They had to do some pretty wicked things in their incarnations. Nothing is destroyed. It just changes form. And their form changed to some phantom reverse of life. In the hologram, remember, only in the hologram there can be darkness. There can be, only in a hologram can there be distortion. And that's what we're in. Distortion. So you, as a light being, want to clear and heal this distortion. And it's possible, you guys. That's why we're learning this stuff, so we can do this work from our own self. We are this God beings too. Just forgot how to be it maybe for a little while, but we're relearning, because parts of ourselves are these guardians. Hello, I love you unconditionally. What you doing? How you doing? Yeah.
Ooh. It's all good, baby. You can say I feel good, I feel happy, for no reason at all. I just feel it. Yeah. You know? And you feel lighter. You feel like this, like floating homes. You like, maybe you're just gonna like, whoa, be all up in there in those lofty realms of spirit. See if there's any more heat from this coal. We can do this. I love you guys. What's up? How's your energies tonight? Yeah, write it in the comments below. Tell me how you're feeling. Say, I'm feeling blah 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 di chikamona, Octavian. Thanks for doing this work. I love you. I love you too, homie. What's up, sister, brother? We got this. And you're never alone. You know that? You're never alone, homie. You got this. We got this. The guardians are here. Your angels, plural, are here watching over you. Feeling you. If you talk to them, you don't see them right away, guys. But know they're there, you believe. I believed and I saw them finally. You believe, you will see. You know, it's a matter of your energies. Thank you for those hearts. You're so kind. You guys are loving. So sweet. Thank you. Those are for me. Who's giving me all those hearts? They're flying. They're just flying up there. Peace, homies. Yeah. 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 See, look at all that love. You know, it's a spiritual war between angels and fallen angels, but we can still make love. I mean, have love for each other. Or make love if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. What's up, homies? Let's get some amber. Yeah. So, I should do one of those polls. Thank you for the hearts. I should do one of those polls, right? Have you seen a fallen angel? Okay, you might have different definitions for an angel. So let's just use a generic word. Have you seen a dark spirit before? So that could be many things, including an angel, including a fallen angel or a demon, right? So, or any naughty aliens. So anything like that, what we call dark spirit. Have you ever seen a dark spirit? Write it in the comments, homie! Yeah! And we're going to take a poll. No way! Yes way, baby! What? I feel good. I can feel good. Don't be so mean, be loving. The guardian way is to be sweet and say sweet things. And send loving emojis. If you send loving emojis, you're doing the guardian's work. No, you guys, the emojis are cool. They're like 2023, modern time communication. It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm trying to teach the guardians some of the, these alien ones who don't know much about Earth. I'm trying to teach them. I'm showing them how cute you guys are. How loving and sweet and like I'm surrounded by ladybugs and dandelions and butterflies. Woohoo! Sorry guys. I know we gotta be serious because we're talking about fallen angels. Come on. But that's how you get beyond the darkness. It doesn't have to bum you out because you're too busy feeling joy, feeling this peace, feeling this connection to higher beings who are communicating to you, who are visiting you. What's up, holy ones? I love you.
I'm so grateful for you. That's what you got to do, you guys. Keep being positive. Like, spread this positive energy to your guardians, to you love them, you revere spirit. And then you don't have to worry about dark spirits. But that's the poll. I want to ask you guys, have you seen a dark spirit? Yeah, Davian, I saw one the other night, Holmes. It was like a shadow being. He went through my wall, then he went across my garden and shit. And then he would see all this stank in the air. I couldn't believe it. How could a spirit be stinky? It was horrible, man. What the F was like death itself, man. I wanted to throw up. It was sickening. But anyways, it was weird and shit. It was like a black soot on the ground where I guess this thing came across. It was weird shit. I love you too, sweetheart. You're so beautiful. Yeah. All right, we got to do the official poll. Did you guys write it in the comments yet? Tell it in the comments, you guys. Yeah, I've seen a dark spirit, Fato. Start a poll. This is the poll. Official poll, homie. You gotta please. Have you ever changed your mind? Have you ever? Have you ever seen a dark spirit? Question mark. Yes. No. And is there a third option? I'm not sure. I'll just put I'm not sure. Because some people just are not sure. I am not sure. And that's okay. Yes, no, I'm not sure. There you go. Yeah. Now, I hope you wrote it in the comments, you guys, so it can show up and for other people. But anyways, take the poll so I can know by numbers. Yeah. Oh, baby. It's Kundalini time. 78% say yes. Wait, I gotta close this little window widget. 82% say yes, they've seen dark spirits. Holy cow! Shadow beings, beings with horns, ghoulish, like creatures, trolls, orcs. What kind of creatures and spirit beings have you seen? Yeah. It's not like it's impossible, guys. Especially if you're one of those people messing around with dark shit. Those kind of people who just love to watch horror shit. Because that's what it is. It's dark energies, man. So you love it. Because where are you coming from? What faction are you from, Vato? Because that's not typical Guardian. Sorry. No, you think? Mashitas. It's a strong, baby. It's a strong energy. We have it. Own it, man. Stand in your light. When you know it's a spiritual war, you have no choice but to stand in your light. Your principle didn't change. You're not going to be in fear. We stand in light. And it's all about consciousness, man. Realize it's all... You are the macrocosm too. Microcosm as well. Because you're multidimensional. You're in this space and in this space. So you're an advanced being. You know this, man. What's up? Just awaken. What are you waiting for? Awaken yourself. That's what we're doing, homie. Awakening. What's up? Welcome to the family, Holmes. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I am grateful for the good connection tonight. Blessed for the connection.
So good to happy to have a good connection. I love you so much for having a good connection. Yes, let's do it. Yes, so beautiful in every way. What's up, Elizabeth? Yep, always knew. Greys, gray aliens. No, Greys, no way. The nearest empath. Yep, the nearest fortune teller. We got Pixie Chick in the house. Sleep paralysis. Oh man, I had some really strong ones of that. I've actually, those are called succubus. Thank you for the heart. You're so kind. And succubus, man, that's like a vampire creature, and it's sucking life force off of you, which is gonna make you sick, homie. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, can you imagine working with filthy spirits? You're gonna get sick? What a surprise. Beings that are really unclean, beings who are truly dark and wicked in their intent, and it's all about something sacrificing. That's the number one thing they want. They want beings to sacrifice themselves. Something about getting permission and agreement, and people give their permission and agreement, and so they end up being sacrificed, which is a horrible thing, but that's what the fallen angels do. That's their number one power. One of their first powers is to get your death or something through, to get your life extinguished. They gain a lot of energy from that, a sacrifice of your life. Sick, twisted beings, man. And this is the fallen angelic war that we find ourselves in. It seems like insane, but you guys realize that the religions, according to the Guardian materials, if you actually read the Guardian materials, which is Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2 to start with, these are the beginner ones. And if you think that's hard, well, it only gets more complicated. But that's where, you find groups like our group or another group who's studying it and start understanding this stuff and asking questions of the group, and hey, you'll get some answers. When you put the intent there, guys, it's something from the universe comes back, and it's part of your skills as a manifest being to manifest what your thoughts, your will, your energy into this world. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. You love it. Yeah, love it. Chicas, we're bringing it. We're this high level consciousness. We have a lot of enlightenment to bring. Light. We have our light. It shines. We shine our light. We bring enlightenment. We bring that light. That's higher level worlds, higher consciousness. So humans have to, the ones who are seeking a spiritual journey, they have to learn how. We need them to learn how to go through this activation process, this change. You're going through a whole nother being, and realize this is ancient knowledge that all humans have available to them, and the guardians return this teachings to us during ascension, because that's where we're going to need it, right? So we bring the teachings during ascension, and here it is, ascension. We're going through a period of ascension. It's a change in the planet, so it's a change in all life. So we go through a positive change or a detriment. You're going to go expand, or you're going to go into a fall. Now, I know sometimes you can even do a repeat, like a whole new Awego cycle. Because it's like you're going to be, sometimes consciousness won't be incarnated. You'll be in your morphogenetic field, your personal morph field, of the human race morph field, of the planet's morph field. So we're in that. So but there's also this whole thing with Earth having it being
This is not our home world, so we had a surrogate morphogenic field, and there's been different times that we have done things to try to stop this tragedy from happening, because we know that part of our race gets taken over. So the people who remain on this timeline, in your future, you will be in dictatorship by the draconians and the insectoid grays. So they took over that, and the Guardians tell us about that. And so that's in Voyagers, I believe. And so we just realized that part of our history that we're not taught, right? We're taught some other bullshit. These are really advanced teachings, you guys. It might be even intimidating, but you start somewhere. Your spirit, even if you start putting that in your prayers, who do I pray to? I pray to the Guardians. And there's 3 main Guardians, and for the humans it would be the blue flame, Elohai. If you feel connected to the gold flame, then it would be the Seraphi. I feel blue flame, so Elohai. So Holy Elohai. I pray to Holy Elohai. Alright? So you can see the 6-pointed star. Okay? 6-pointed star, the Star of David, they call it. Some people call it. You see this in pale turquoise. Because we say blue flame, but it's actually got a tint of green in it. So that's where the word emerald comes from. Emerald order. That's the order of the blue flame. The Emerald Order. And so who created something called the Emerald Covenant. And all races have agreed. All the founder races agreed to the Emerald Covenant. So this means that everyone's aware that you all agreed to this in cooperation. It's a cooperation. And so, but obviously some people use their free will and they just freaking attack the Guardians. So the Guardians got attacked, and that's where the original fall came from. High level in the dimensions and densities. We talk about this. It's on my website. It's only got a few pages, but that's one of the pages I have on there right now. Actually, this original war. And that comes out of Voyagers. So you guys can have a copy of that too and get the whole story. Okay, so, and that's from different workshops though, so I might have some more information from the video. You might want to check out the video. I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me on your Sunday, no less. Got 78 souls, yeah. Divisible by 3, Vato Locos. Metatronic, yeah, Metatronic. You said it, Vato. Ryan's multiverse. Yeah. The Metatron is no angel like you guys think. It's actually a dark angel, if anything. And I try to teach the concept that you guys realize this is not singular consciousness. In the future worlds, higher realities, you're no longer a singular being. You're some type of collective. And as you grow and ascend and get higher and higher, that collective simply gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And according to the Guardian material, we have a minimum of 1,728 other cells. Now the Guardians, like indigo children, are going to have a lot more, like 5,000 to 6,000, because we go through this this time travel project. We're doing different things in time, and so that's a project that we're involved in. Some of you Guardians, we come in all these different periods, and I talked about this in different videos of mine. So
You get thirsty, sorry. Much respect to you guys. I love you guys. What's up? What's up, homies? Much love. Somebody's sending me love. Who's sending me love? Kisses. Such lovely kisses from somebody. I love you guys. Ooh, and more lovely kisses. Thank you guys for being here. Much respect. And you guys know that darkness is here. You know, we can't deny it. At least we can agree on that, right? You know there is darkness going on planet Earth. Now you think Jesus is coming and all that, and you think a different history, but that's okay. We still agree that there's something coming up. And I live my life like a normal life. I just treat every day as valuable and important. I'm always trying to improve and evolve and be more practical in my, because usually sometimes it would be where you would get all upset by somebody if they sent you negative energy, or you have some negative experience. You let it upset you. And I try to teach that, hey, you guys, we got to be mindful of not letting ourselves let somebody upset us. That's the only way you can get upset is that you allowed someone to upset you. And we don't have to do that, holy ones. Okay? We take the responsibility for our emotion. Now let's self-control it. Not a bad thing to stop yourself from doing something that may be perceived as negative. So we're trying to do that. Improve, evolve, get better. Who doesn't want to get better and more evolved? Yeah, it's a good thing, and that's what life does. That's what consciousness does. It literally goes to higher evolved awareness and innate abilities and powers, and consciousness. It just gets greater and greater and greater and greater. You become an infinite being. You become an immortal being. You no longer die and weird forms. You actually stop changing. You start turning into a morphing being, and you have power over all atoms and matter. You can do things at will. You're so powerful beings when you're awakened. You just don't know that. You don't even believe that stuff. And then here you are in this lowly distortion compared to what your greatness truly is. We're a distortion of a distortion of a distortion of a distortion, all the way down to the third distortion of the hologram. That's not good. But hey, that's where we are. So the angels come down to here to help you cross over, get over to Density 2, Tara. We're trying to get you to Tara, planet Tara. You need to be able to spiritually ascend, and to do that, you need a few things. But one of them is getting your strands 4, 5, a minimum of 4 and 5 chakras, heart chakra and throat chakra activated, and then you're gonna learn how to activate your Merkaba through the Ashiana Dean Guardian materials. There's many workshops, but I would recommend Kathara. She starts teaching you Merkaba. And there's Advanced Kathara. There's a Kathara. There's the Master Templar course, but there's also, that's one of the good ones, but there's also stuff on her new website. I would say new because it's after 2012, so you would say 2013 on is her new stuff. And that's called the Tantriya Hura teachings. And that's where she has some free teachings, guys. Just saying. And I love Ashiana, and I give credit to her, and because I had someone every now and then, not often, but just every now and then, I'll have someone ask me, "Hey, are you like a part of Ashiana's network or something?" No, I'm not. I even say that. I say I'm unofficial. I'm not representing her work. Don't worry. I am simply lovingly just sending you to her work. So that's all. And I just thought I'd share my personal story, that when I met her,
because all I had was a very positive experience. And these teachings changed my life, you guys. It was the tools, the concepts of these teachings, which gets you into the law of one concept. If it's hard for you to believe or understand that all are God, you can't understand how bad beings could be God. But I break it down, though. I break it down as being part of that. Even dark beings are part of the hologram. They're part of God. Everything is. Well, actually, you don't even have to say that first part. I just say all are God. Even in a hologram. It's still God. It's still within the consciousness of God. You can't go outside the consciousness of God. It's still happening within God. So, all is. Everything is. We can't go beyond that, man. That's the final... that is the final expansion, the all-encompassing level of God. You go out, 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 out. You return to source God. That's what really means return to source. You get back to the highest, ultimate, final expansion of God. Because everything's within God. So there's obviously a final expansion of God. Not you. I love you, Vato Locos. Blessings to you from the Guardian Alliance. Blessings from my soul to yours, my oversoul, my avatar, my Rishi. Akayes. Pegasai. Usu. We got this, homie. Love and peace and chivas. Joy. When's the last time you felt joy, homie? For real, right? Come on. You can have some joy. Yeah. You can say, but this war, the spiritual war, these dark beings, these wicked beings, they call themselves the Luciferian Covenant. So they're obviously into wicked, dark shit. And so the course is based on fear. A course is based on control. They're vampires. They are anti-Christos, anti-life, against life. They eat life. They are finite creatures. Their consciousness is finite. It's reverse consciousness. Reverse consciousness is literally, because they cut themselves off from it, it's literally cut off from source, God. No, what I'm saying is, I meant to say, I said it wrong. It's cut off from life force energy. You can't be cut off from source God. But from its energy. From their DNA, they cut it off, the 12th strand. You cut off from the 12th strand, you're not getting the rest. You're stuck without the energy. You're in a phantom state, a finite state, because you're no longer being fed life force energy. It's possible in the hologram. It's possible to have a phantom fallen shadow being, which is still God. It's inside God, a piece of God, in this creation that God created. And so God's not a boy or a girl. God, a god or goddess. It's not a gender. It doesn't have a gender or genitals. It's outside of this. Gender is actually primitive. It's actually a distortion because it's a polarization. It's taking a whole and breaking it in half. We're not meant to do that. That's de-evolving. We need to re-evolve to androgyny. Understand? I don't mean go chop stuff off. That's not the message. I gotta drink water. No. Mutilation of your form. That sounds like anything positive to you?
dismembering yourself. I got you. To each his own, right? But we're just talking from an energy point of view. That is effing you up. Just saying. Energy-wise. Just saying. We already got enough problems with our DNA. Now you want to go make it more complex? Because I don't think you're thinking about the energy point of view when you go do something like that. But some people are just so, it's a psychic thing. You perceive your previous gender being male, but now in this life you're female, but you know that you're male. Or something like this. Or reverse, obviously. So, yeah. I know that's probably a touchy subject for some people, and I'm not judging anyone who does stuff like that, but, excuse me. It's like, only from a metaphysical point of view, that's all. We're not trying to judge your choices and stuff. I mean, that's the guardian way. We're not supposed to judge, and we don't. We're not supposed to. Excuse me. But yeah, this has really changed my life, and totally, completely, man. It just blew me away. Like this is how I had my awakening. It was only because of this knowledge. And I've been telling you guys my story along the way. Thank you guys for being part of that. And you guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. If you've liked anything you guys have heard tonight, please consider also leaving a donation, you guys, because that's how I feed myself, is through you guys, and because I do all my work full time on this. Literally. You guys know, because even in the members area, Starman, I thought I just saw Starman come in. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, brother, for being here, and Indigo Wizard for his work. Hope he's doing okay. And you guys know, we talk about these fallen angels. We talk about these alien beings, malevolent. If you don't think they're fallen angels, you know they're at least wicked and do horrible shit like any dark mind consciousness would do. Whatever you wicked things you could think they would do, that's what they're capable of. What's up, brother? What's up, man? And we're like transmuting that consciousness. This been victimizing us and hitting us home hard, and we had to waken up to that shit or not, right? We say no more. We're getting that dark, satanic, Luciferian shit out here. We're being God sovereign free. We're bringing Christ down, Christos energy back on earth. Okay, we're living in another level, holy ones. We're representing an ancient, not new age, it's ancient. This is incredible. And so it's an honor, right, to be learning this knowledge. You start reading her work, it's such an honor, man. It's like, holy cow. It answers so many questions. And if you guys are truly new to this, please read Voyagers 1 too. 1 first. Because that's for newbies. If you're ready, if you believe in aliens and starseeds, I think you're ready to go to book 2. But I would say read both anyways. Be diligent. Read it and learn as much as you can. I'm going to do more of that myself, because I get not distracted. Work's important, but I got to balance some of that, my personal time, But it's always a constant work, you guys, for all of us, for you, me, that brother, that sister, because our work is very important when we know that the majority of consciousness is distorted here, which is another way of saying dark down here.
There's a lot of shadow down here. You know, that's the easiest translation. So, you know, that's the false creed, and there's more of that than there is but that's where the timelines change, you guys, because it's not an everyday thing. It's a ascension cycle thing, where it's a transition phase. Your human race, your planet, is going through a transition phase, and it is this time where the holy starseed angel beings and the unholy fallen angelic beings come to your world. We're coming because they're coming. And they're coming because that's when the planet is easiest for them to take over. And there's mechanics behind that, like physics behind that, and that's explained in the material. And so but it's called a stellar activation cycle, and they come to it, and so do we, because they're coming, and the humans need help getting over. At least as many as we can help, because not everyone has. Obviously, we know a majority falls, but we just want to still work our asses off to get as many people as possible, you know, because obviously it's not going to be a singularity thing, at least not this time around, however many rounds you think there could be. Machiwa. Like I said before in that other video, a lot of us are old souls, and we were ready to like move on. Yeah. Like, yeah, David, I hear you. What's up? I'm ready to go on. Yeah. You got this. You got this. Yeah. Gachasitas. Wow. Let me see what the results are, homies. See what that poll results. Yeah. It says 75% have seen dark spirits. Yes. Now, and 15% say I'm not sure. Like, you're not sure if I actually saw something. Maybe it was something else. That's not sure. That's understandable. One moment. And we all have that, you guys, in the beginning. In our baby steps. We'll go through that doubt. It'll be hard to, but yeah, that's the results, you guys. That's a whopping 75% of you say you've seen a dark spirit, which is another way of saying I've seen a fallen angel. Get that? It's a fallen angel, Vatos. And it's in the spirit world. And your consciousness goes into these other worlds you call spirit world. Well, it's other dimensions. Other frequency bandwidths, okay? And we all have this psychic DNA. And maybe you're getting a tiny bit active. And you don't realize it's psychic, but, you know, we're opening those extrasensory, because not all humans have it yet, but that's the early stages of those who are advanced in their development, are, you would say, awakening their DNA, are going to be experiencing symptoms like this. So it's brilliant. I'm so glad you guys did it. It went up another percent, so now 76% say yes. Machiwa. Miss Rambo's in the house. Getting lit, vatos. Any way to get in touch with you via other social media? Yeah, on Instagram. Check out my link below, homes. Got my Instagram and my Facebook and my Gmail. What's up? Yeah. Doesn't mean I'll answer, but it depends on what you say, because I almost read every message because I want to see what they're saying. You know, because there's so many. It's crazy.
There are small celly vapes imports. Okay. I don't think I'll be smoking anything, guys. I can't smoke anything right now. Sorry. I had to quit smoking. So, avastuche mokohoye masusutas matechiwa. Yeah. It's beautiful. You're so beautiful. You got this, homies. I love you guys. Thank you there, Starman. You're cool. You guys don't spam me, vatos. She's a vato. Yeah. You guys are awesome, man. I do this for you guys, man. What's up? Yeah. And I know we have fun, and it's not always serious. It doesn't have to be. Just realize that we're also having social activity here in the chat and get just chilling, right, you guys? You're on your place of the world. I used to be Starman's neighbor almost practically in the same city because it was so cool, right? But you guys know, we're here, we're together. And so it's a big deal. That's why we talk about these fallen angels, because we as a family need to be ready for spiritual warfare. We're in it, but the signs will be more obvious. It'll be like the movies and more. Shit. You want to believe what you're going to see. Machiwa Masuta. It's not about fear. It's about preparation. Getting your psyche ready. Huh? It's about getting your psyche ready. You see some big badass demon and they cast their black magic on you, because they will. What the F are you gonna do? they will put you into some spellbound state. Oh, got you. Shivasu. You can say, unless you're powerful in your psychic abilities, they're going to overpower you, some of you. It depends on what race you are and what your abilities are. There will be a mixture of results, but there will be a mixture of their counter psychics, dark magicians or whatever. They're just trying to get power and control. It's a takeover. They want our planet. Nope. Sorry. We're here. Hi. We're here. Ain't happening. Kachiwas. Thank you, Holy One. We got Melly. Hi. I wish your username. Did you know your username's not coming up? It says this war will go on forever. Too many species. I love you, Lyrian Queen. Such a cool name. Much respect. I love it when you guys give such positive vibes. I have the gift of mediumship, prophecy, clairvoyance. Oh, wow. So you guys, we're like awakening ones, So we've done this before. This is not our first rodeo. Just realize that we're guardians who come to help the human consciousness in their time of need. And they're going to be going local. The earth seeds. We're the star seeds. We're the indigo children. We're the ones coming in. You would call us the way shores. We're the trailblazers, the ones coming in and with this new energy, this new consciousness, this new way, this new understanding. And we bring the teachings and you decide. So thank you so much for bringing your presence. Your energy in the chat room is now part of the record. Understand other people will be seeing your energy, your power, your understanding, your reverence of the spirit that we're dealing with here. Thank you guys for being representing that in the chat room. Starman's a good moderator, but sometimes obviously we don't even need a moderator, right? But we still do, and because sometimes there's not so nice people, they don't want to respect the rules. And you guys don't have to agree with anything I say or anything Ashiana says or the Guardians, right? Maybe some things you agree with and not everything that's fine. Understand that. This is not dogma like religion, okay? Where they say this way or the highway, which is the lake of fire, which is damn, so no, it's not that. That's not what we're doing. You're God too. We're all God. We're all equal. So you don't go against my free will, I don't go against yours, and everything's hunky-dory. So as long as no one's free will is being broken, then everything's going to be, more evolved. But as long as there's some hierarchy, as long as there's some elitist, as long as there's some, unbalance of people, there's always, that's a big hint, man, a big sign there's a fallen angel in the house. Get wise up, Somebody's, and the thing of it is, somebody attracted that dark energy in your group. Figured out who it is. Somebody brought it, man. It's coming from somewhere. Yeah. Now you're a priest of light. Exercise that out of here. Out of the space. Transmute. Send it out. Machiwa. You got it. Starman, not tonight, Holmes. What's up, homies? I like that emoji. Yeah, man, I haven't checked my emojis. Maybe I can make some more emojis. What's up, Vatos? Alvisio Josie. What's up, Holy One? I love you. Amachiwa. Teda Mashitas. I have to rub my eye. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And this eye for a moment. Okay. So we connect to our other parts. And you do that by going within. Going in within. Close your eyes, open this eye, and open your other chakra. You learn about chakras. You learn how to go. I use earplugs, silicone earplugs, and then you can't hear nothing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's great. Good for meditation. When you're going into your higher self. Maybe you took medicine. Maybe you're just meditating and you get a good connection. Or, you could just be sitting in a comfortable chair. And just relaxing and going inside with your eyes closed and all that. You'll reach these places of consciousness, you guys, where you'll legitimately experience spirit or some psychic experience or vision or sound or something. I'm not saying you're gonna see ghosts and dead people and shit. I'm saying that at the beginning you'll just be lucid dreams or astral traveling or some cool paranormal supernatural thing, because you will, even if at first you doubt that it's even possible, because I know I sure did, until I'll tell you what, I'll give you my own testimony. If you guys really need proof, because you're asking me for proof, we're talking about spiritual worlds and you want proof of that. Oh, okay. If you want proof, this is what I did. Actually, I wasn't planning it. It just happened. I got proof for myself when I was doubting, because before I wasn't in spirituality. I didn't believe it was real, but some of me was learning to accept it a little bit more. But then what I did is had a Reiki master. He was behind me and he put his hands on my back, and I felt psychic energy or life force energy come into my body. And it was hot. It was heat. It was energy.
And it was undeniable. And I was someone who didn't believe this was real. Well, that was what made me believe. So if you guys truly want proof, there's that is a way of proof. It was for me. And then go look into your city, whatever, type your city name in, and then put Reiki Master, and then find the results. Maybe you'll find someone in your city, and then you can get proof. Because a Reiki Master should be able to, you should be able to feel their hands, the energy coming out of their hands. Excuse me. But I myself, I haven't done that. I just feel the energy on my own, in my own privacy, you know. I'm not trying to prove it to no one. But yeah, we go through this change, you guys. Like a lot of us are gonna go right into like some hardcore like spiritual powers. That's the best word to say it. Spiritual powers, spiritual gifts. We're going to start going through spiritual gifts, you guys. Obtaining them in this awakening, in this change of consciousness. That's a period of change in consciousness. That's what we're going through. An evolution of it. Some of us are pro-human, pro-earth. We're trying to grow and become better stewards of this planet. Because we certainly haven't done a good job. But, so I'm bringing this. I'm glad I can bring some of this. And some of you are going to realize your purpose. Okay? You're going to find out what it is that you're meant to do. And I think if you learn some of this guardian material from Ashiana's work, it will inspire you some ideas. You'll get inspiration once you learn some of the principles, because it'll probably blow your mind at first. Like it'll be like, holy cow, this is incredible, but it's hard to understand. And but you truly get in this like strong will to understand it. I will understand this. Chicas, the guardian material can be complex, but it's something we go through. And much, I wish you the greatest luck even. That's special, energized energy that we're just sending your way, right? Yeah. We send it. Positive vibes. We're guardians of light. We're the light principle. We serve all as God. All are equal. We recognize all. But we know the dangers of the fallen ones, so we're very mindful of who we, get close with. Excuse me. It's like this fallen consciousness interest you? I mean, do you want to hang out with people who have fallen consciousness? It's not going to be very elevating for your life. It's not going to help you out very much. It's going to entrap you and slow you down and feed off you. If you're going to be so gullible, they're going to find ways to manipulate and control. That's what narcissists do. That's what psychopaths do. That's what that kind of fallen energy does. It's vampiric. It's noticeable. It has trademarks that you can recognize. Mm-hmm. I always tell myself not to eat in the evening, but every night it doesn't matter. I still want to eat another meal. It's like, dang, man. Okay, it's all good. I will get through this. You watch and see. Yeah, man, it's all good, man. It's joy. It's peace. Thank you guys for all you who participated in that poll.
I will. Now it's been long enough. The final result is basically 73%. Damn. 73% of you have seen a dark spirit. Probably one of those succubus. The male versions are called incubus. I haven't seen those, thankfully. Shit. But I've seen succubus. And this one had fangs and was pissed off. It was strong, whatever it was. This thing was overpowering me. I literally had to get myself off the bed, which was way off the ground, so it was kind of uncomfortable. And this being was strong, but I finally got them off, and then I saw their face. These beings were freaking wicked looking, like long fanged teeth, and like shit. Thing was on top of me. Could have had sex. A lot of those things just are trying to do sexic, and this energy. Control. And you lose control. They have control. That's sick shit. So that's like violated, right? You're being violated. Ugh. Hey, it's not very sensitive. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm sorry. We got this, all right? You guys know that the fallen angels are basically the ones in power, and that they took over the religions because they were in power in the Roman Empire and the Holy Church. Constantine, wow, go figure that one. Changed the Bible under the decree of their fallen angelic alien extraterrestrial master lords. Mwah, yes. I know not everyone agrees on that, you guys, but I love you guys for at least being brave to check, because I know a lot of you may be coming from religion, and so we just talk about religion having dark, actually illustrated how it's actually something that's dark that you're talking about. How it's based on sacrifice. Guess that was my AC unit. They finally fixed my AC, man. Today, they finished it. Or recently, it was yesterday, yeah, man. So, that manifestation came through. But yeah, you guys, fallen angels are ruling our planet in the form of fallen angels, of extraterrestrials, And so, I do a lot of this artwork now, and I just want to show you what some of these beings look like, or at least some of the beings that come through. And so I wanted to make a little library or database of these alien profiles, like what does an Arcturian look like, or alien, like it's like a gray but it's actually got blue skin or orange skin. There's all kinds of different beings. So this is one of them. Why kiss? What you? I love you, homies. What's up? It's a great time to be live, vatos. Hell yeah. 2023. And we're just like, ooh, in a time. If it's, some people call it the end times. Well, some type of times where there's a change, a shift, even if you aren't ready for it or not, like a shove almost. Oh wow, you're thrust into some change or not. So which way are you going, vato? So change is a coming. You are gonna change. Or not. That means you're falling or something. And because people were getting power by making other people suffer. They were gaining wealth and fame and this power, this disgusting, appetite for horrendous distortion. They want distortion of life. They want distortion of that which is good. Amachiwa. And we're bringing that original intention and spirit of God. We are just representing what we came in with, man. You guys, our DNA is sacred. Those of you who come in here on a contract of a guardianship, it's a big deal. Much respect to those of you, millions of us on the planet, there's only a few million of us, who are these indigo children. It's a big ordeal. So Amachiwa Makakewa Machichi Sita Makanana Hetewa Hamasitas Machike. Much respect to you guys. Much love to you. I hope you started your journey. I hope you're on some type of training, some learning, and that. Seriously, man. You guys are awesome, man. Because some of you are regulars and you just coming again and again. Much love to you. I know some of you are shy and you don't even say nothing in chat. But you can say hi. It's not a big deal. Nothing bad's gonna come of it. You just say hi. You don't have to say greetings, holy ones. Just say hello. How are you, lovelies, lovelies? You don't have to say that either. You can say whatever you want. Just be nice. Be nice. And we all get along. Wow, what a concept. Yeah, go figure that one. Well, that person doesn't think that. They're just waiting for us to go to sleep, and then they're going to come and do their aqua chair. We ain't letting that happen. We plan ahead. That's why we're talking about it now. Not you're gonna know what happens in the future. I hope we're learning that and talking about it, so you can be ready now instead of when it's too late, because it's gonna happen fast. Pachivas, Akoya. You guys are powerful, man. Very powerful. Oh my gosh, you're so powerful. What are you doing with your power? Nothing? You ain't doing nothing with your power? What's up? I mean, it's going to waste, man. You waste, man. You're wasting. Why are you wasting? Don't waste your power. Exercise power. Get your power now. We're like connecting. We're feeling it. Oh, it's raw. You feel raw? Ow. Yeah, baby. It was beautiful in the Eden, man. Beautiful world. Beautiful women. I mean, we don't need to talk about that, but I want to talk about girls. Because girls are very pretty and stuff. So I'm glad, because if it wasn't for girls, it wouldn't be very interesting. It just wouldn't be so, I don't know. It's boring without girls, right? But if the whole planet was only girls, I think that would be boring. You have to have some variety, baby. We get this going on. No, dude, I used to go to nightclubs and shit with these, what's up, baby? like on top of the world in Ukraine, it was awesome, dude. In the time, back in the day when it was still vibrant. Kuchivas. Wow. Girls was so cool. Yeah. So that was an experience. It was like, whoa, a 3D experience. I wasn't limited to that. You know, same with you guys. You look at your past, you're not limited to that, a lower version I didn't like of myself. I love it, but I didn't like it. Does that make sense? I love that. I love myself. I love all myselves, but I didn't like that. I wouldn't hang out with that version of myself. You're me, so I love you, I guess. But I don't like you. Let's get that straight. Man, that's how people are, homie. They can be like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Nice. No, not nice. Very not nice. You know? That's people's loco, vato, locos. They're loco. They're loco homies. You're loco, homie. You're loco. You know? You're loco, homie, huh? See? Changes it. I'm loco, vato loco. Yeah. I'm not loco. I'm loco. It's your loco. Loco moco. Mocos. No, not mocos, man. Locos. I was into Latina girls too. Oh, wow, what a concept. Not really. I was brown and they were brown. It was so interesting. Brown girls. Chicas masu. But it doesn't matter because I dated a Japanese girl. She was a foreign exchange student. And I guess it was love at first sight for both of us. I love you. Be my girlfriend. Okay. She was had silk hair. It was like silk hair. Yeah, I never felt a girl's hair like that. It was so divine. So I guess there's a rumor about Japanese girls' hair. It was so amazing. And I'm the one who messed it up. So I was in a local time in my life. I loved her. I wanted to be serious relationship with her, and she loved me too. But I messed it up. I got put in. That was when I was a punk ass teenager. I got put in jail for something. I don't even remember. And then I was talking to her on the phone from jail. That was just sucks. Anyways, I talked to her months later. She was doing fine. She wasn't upset or nothing. So that was good. Anyways, we go through these lower levels of ourselves and we evolve. And maybe we weren't always such a great person. Okay? Don't hold that over your own head for so long, you guys. You have to go beyond that, right? Come on. We have to have forgiveness for even ourselves and understand self-love. I mean, truly, a lot of us could use that. So you bring in this self-love and you heal that portion of yourself, and then you can expand more
more and more of yourself, higher consciousness into this 3D consciousness, makes you a much more evolved person, and that you can experience more from this reality than just normal thoughts, which are quite boring, to be honest. If you think about it, you want to have like high level consciousness. What's this low level shit we find ourselves in most of the time? Because we're not always like super hyper aware, right? We're like stuck in 3D routine and shit. We're almost by routine and alarm clocks and shit, right? Like, I used to be different in my, even 6 months ago, how I slept. Now I go to bed early and wake up early. I was getting up before the sun, but now it's a little bit after the sun, but it's still early, and I think I like that schedule. I don't have to stay up super late anymore. I don't know if I'll ever be able to be purely alkaline. I'm still trying. It's just that it's hard to kick like something sweet, like even something small, like a pudding, but it's still sweet enough to be not good for me, right? So I'm like, damn. Plus, dairy is not vegan, so it's vegetarian but not vegan. So we're trying to be the best versions of ourselves. I'm trying to be better than I was before, right? All of us are, so. But I think it might be, let me see. This is a spiritual war, and a lot of my videos here on Christos Avatar, you guys have talked about these beings, and there's a few videos about them that did quite well. You might want to check out, like a few 100,000 views, right? So I have a few videos like that now, so it's cool that the channel's growing. I'm so happy that we can have a larger homies, but more brothers and sisters. Like, the more the merrier, right? Because that's a sign that we're going to reach more through us, through all of us guardians, starseeds, indigos. We're going to reach more together. I love you, holy ones. Much respect to your journey. Thank you for joining me tonight. I think it's been awesome. It's like almost 9 o'clock, but you guys know that these realities are part of our heritage. And to find out that there's real aliens up there or angels is not like a bad thing. Machiwa. You guys, it's possible to have perfect connection the whole night. We had a perfect connection the whole night, right? What a blessing. What a blessing. I thank you guys. Thank you to my moderators. Starman, I love you, brother. Thank you to Indigo Wizard, wherever you are, brother. Thank you to all my members who are members now. Thank you, Vato Loco members. What's up, homies? You keeping me alive and fed. Remember, I used to be homeless. More than once. It was nice to be homeless for a month and a half. Again. But it was getting hot because it was summer now. But I got into a house right after May. Beginning of May, I think, right? Dang, I've been here. Yeah. May or June. It's probably closer to June. I think it was May 29th or something. So it was I got like a day or two, I remember, so. But yeah, we're all in this change, you guys. Even I'm going through changes, and it's so blessing to see supernatural things, paranormal things, and get these confirmations of these unbelievable things, and even seeing energies. I love seeing the energies, and it's so freaking magical and beautiful and divine. So I'm happy to see the energies too. So thank you guys. Much respect to you guys. I love you all. Give me a great big bear hug. Yeah. Much respect, homies. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Namaste. I'll see you in the flip flop. Please leave a donation. I left a donation link at the top. Can you see it pinned to the top? You guys are awesome, Vato Locos. Thank you for answering my poll. You're so kind. Yeah. And you guys, we're only gonna get better. Don't worry. Hang in there. Whatever problems, if you're having problems, just be positive in your vibe. And you might have to consider changes that, like something big, like moving out of the house you're in, or changing relationships, ending a relationship even. So it's a time of change. And we're changing our freaking whole lives to something bigger and better. And this is a spiritual war. There is fallen angels and demons. And angels. They're real. So it's going to be more real to you in times to come, I believe. I'm not saying it's 100% right for you guys. I'm just saying that there's the timelines changing. And some of them are on this amazing, beautiful timeline. I hope you are. And it's the expanding one, the enlightening one. That's the one I want. That's the boat. That's the ship. That's the Wakaya. My path. My compass. Yeah. It was a great honor to have you guys on my show. Much love for keeping the record. You are in the record. Your chat is in the record. You've left your holy energies. Thank you for leaving your energies. Thank you for being part of this transmission of spirit. You know, this was spirit. Spirit was here. Angels have spoken, are speaking, are spaken, have spoken. I speak. We are speaking. I speak. I love you. I love you, holy ones. Much love. We're rising in our vibration. We're bringing a high vibe, a high spirit, a high memory, a high consciousness. We're doing it. We're owning this. We're giving no quarter to the darkness. We got this. It's becoming light. We're transmuting it to light. Only light, love and light. Allow only love and light in your life. Take out the darkness in your life. Come on, transmute. Transmute your shadow. Transmute your ego. Come on, become your higher self, your higher consciousness. Resonate with all our God, all our equal. Become better, become one, become love, become friendly, kind, supportive, honorable. You know, be these positive things, like unconditional love, like joy, bliss. Can you try that? Mindfulness? Don't judge. Try that. Is that possible even for you? Machiwa, stop judging. You will find a big facelift on your spiritual journey. Your spiritual growth will skyrocket. And then you'll start understanding things a lot more. I love you guys. Have lucid dreams. I'll see you on the flip-flop, homies. Spiritual gangsters. What's up, Christ? What's up, holy ones? We got this. Lyrians, Syrians, Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Orions, Vegans, Avion. What's up? Vato Locos. Namaste. I'm blowing a kiss to my twin flame wherever she is. What's up, baby? Yeah. Namaste, Vato. Yeah. You guardians in the house. What's up, guardians? You family. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Seeing the vision, seeing these beings, I see. It's so beautiful. Machiwa hayeke wasu masuta. Blessings, holy ones, peace. I got you. Ah, that's so wonderful. It felt good, right? It feels good.